Welcome to another great edition of the Jay Tezzy interview show. I'm your host, John Teague, as you know, and I'm here with Kylee Gooding. She plays for our women's volleyball team here. She's a sophomore, and yeah, let's get right into this. You guys know. So, what would you say what are some things that has motivated you throughout this semester?
Right now it's kind of challenging being a nursing major and everything. This year is the year that you start like your actual nursing classes. So just the entire COVID situation has put kind of downer on everything because it's not like the full experience, I guess. But just like the end outcome of like what I'm working towards, I guess, is what has motivated me and like just trying to keep myself like proud of the things that I'm doing here at school, but then also like of course making my parents proud, whatever.
Yeah, of course. I like that. Well, moving on. So what are you majoring in, and what attracted you to that major, and
So
why?
like I said, I'm a nursing major and growing up like I kind of always knew that I wanted to be a nurse. Specifically I want to be a pediatric nurse, so I'm want to be working with kids. Growing up, my mom always ran a daycare in my house, so that's kind of what opened me up to like caring for children. So that's kind of what like set everything into motion, I think, like to get me into nursing.
Oh wow! So your mom, she used to have run a daycare,
Yeah.
like at the house. I guess.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
grew up with a bunch of random kids in my house basically, but it was a good experience.
oh, I bet. Oh man, oh man. So what made you want to come here to Mount Alto?
Well, it's kind of an interesting story. So I'm originally from State College, which is where Penn State, Maine is located. So everybody is always like, why didn't you just go to main campus, whatever. And so I just wanted more of like the small atmosphere. Like growing up there, I knew that it would be way too big for like what I was looking for, because I know that I wanted more of the one-on-one opportunity with like my
Mhm.
classmates and the professors too. So that's what attracted me to this campus and just how beautiful it is. Like I like the setting of how we're like off in the woods basically. So that's what I like about it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of squirrels running around.
Yeah. We have a groundhog chilling outside our window for a little bit, but he hasn't been back yet.
Yeah, we got it all here. So, what would you say are three things you like about college?
I think the freedom of it basically. I went home a couple weeks ago and my mom was like, "Are you ready to be back for 2 months?" I said no, like right away, just because I like the freedom that I have down here at college. I also like hanging out with my friends, obviously, but just being able to meet a bunch of new people. Um, Third, probably volleyball. I enjoy volleyball, of course. So
Gotcha. It sounds good. So, how would you describe your volleyball's team culture? I've noticed you guys do a lot of team bonding and like group activities.
yeah, we do. Um, Compared to last year, I guess, like as a freshman, I feel a lot closer to everybody else on the team. Like I feel like we're meshing really well, even though we are split up into our pods or whatever you want to call them. But I think that team bonding has given us the opportunity, like, even though we're not really playing with each other like we usually would, it still gives us the opportunity to actually interact with each other and like get to know one another even better. Like the upperclassmen, of course, know each other, but just getting to hang out with the freshmen and getting to know them, I think has helped our like team bonding, like I guess, and like building more of a family atmosphere. So
It sounds good. Good. So, what do you plan on doing after college? Becoming a nurse?
yeah, so I want to be a nurse, and like I said, I want to be a pediatric nurse specifically. I don't really know in what direction I want to go with that. If I want to work in a hospital, like I've thought about delivery care and like in the nursery at a hospital, or possibly working in a NICU in a hospital. So that's kind of what I'm looking into. So
That sounds good. So, delivery care, is that like when I guess the babies once they're
Yeah.
born. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I was assuming. All right. So, so what would you say has been your favorite on campus experience?
Um, Outside of like my first volleyball season and everything, I really enjoy going to the bingos that we have here on campus because like it's hard now because not as many people can go and we're online and everything. But last year as a freshman, like a bunch of people always went and it was like super intense and everybody's yelling and everything. So it's just really fun to go to those.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Did you ever win?
I only ever won like the small candy like goodie bags or anything. I also won a gift card one time, but that's about it.
Oh, nice, nice. Hey, okay, okay. So, what is it like being a nursing major, student athlete, and a part-time employee? How do you manage your time?
Um, Honestly, I have a little whiteboard that's hanging on my door and I make like a to-do list of everything that I have to do in a day. I don't know if that sounds like cheesy or anything, but like that's what's helped me kind of stay organized and like spread out my time because like from last year, I felt like I had a hard time like balancing like my school life with my volleyball life with my own personal life. So I didn't really have a good balance and like I was super stressed out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like this year so far, like I've worked on balancing everything out, if that makes sense. So I set aside like specific things that I want to get done in a day. And that helps me like space my time out not only throughout the day, but then
Mm-hmm.
sets me up for the rest of the week, if that makes sense.
Gotcha, gotcha. So you make a to-do list every morning.
Yep,
Okay.
gotta cross them out as you go too.
Yeah, shit. Like that. So what other involvement do you have here on campus? Are you in any clubs?
I'm not really in any clubs. I've been interested in joining Thon, but because of the circumstances, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Um, but right now, I'm trying to start a club on campus. Actually, um, it's called Game Changer Sports Ministry, and it's kind of gonna be like a youth group type deal for like student athletes, just a support system for each other and where we can get to know like one another better because
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a student athlete, but like I really don't know a lot of other people like on other athletic teams, if that makes sense. So I'm just excited to get that started, but we're still in the working process of everything, I guess. So
Hey, it sounds good. Wow. Really cool. Cool. So do you live on campus or are you a commuter? And yeah.
I live on campus, so I'm in the dorms for my second year.
Ooh, what's it like being in the dorms?
I feel like this year is a lot different than last year because like even just going down to the mill because like that's where I eat the majority of my meals. Like I felt like last year that was a big like sort of hangout place where you'd always see a lot of different people and now
Mhm.
you go down there and it's like completely empty. So, it's just really different compared to what I got used to last year. But yeah, take a lot of naps this semester, I guess, and then get on my way with all the things I have to do.
That sounds just like me. Oh man. So, what would you say is the best spot to hang out on campuses, to listen to music? I don't know, just take a break from classes.
Um, well, my dorm room is kind of an obvious answer, but I just feel like there's a lot of opportunities to just go sit outside like on campus, which is kind of what I did some last year and I want to do more of this year. And I also have a hammock, so I kind of want to try and start hammocking possibly. But I think like there's just a bunch of outdoor like picnic tables and different stuff like that where you can just sit and chill out for a little bit.
Mm-mm. Well, Kylie, that's it. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to meet with me. This
Yeah, thank you.
this went really well. And yeah, this has been another great edition of the Jay Teddy Show. And I'll see you guys next week. Tune in.